Welcome to the world of financial heartbreak. Ever wondered where your paycheck goes to die? Well, buckle up because today we're diving into the top 10 U.S. cities where your money will disappear fast. Spoiler alert, it's not just about high rents, it's a full-blown financial apocalypse. Are you ready to find out if your city made the list? Let's jump right in. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Seattle, Washington, the land of tech giants and overpriced coffee. Here, you'll find yourself paying a staggering 79% above the national average for rent. Yes, you heard that right. How does it feel to pay more for a shoebox than most people do for a mansion? And don't even get me started on property taxes. Seattle has become synonymous with high living costs, largely due to its booming tech industry. The average home value here is around $850,000, which means that unless you're pulling in six figures, homeownership is likely a distant dream. The tech boom everyone brags about, it's also driven up the price of everything from housing to your monthly grocery bill. But wait, is it really just the coffee that's overpriced? With an influx of tech workers and a limited supply of housing, the competition for affordable rentals has skyrocketed. It's so expensive here you might think you're in New York City, just with better coffee and worse weather. What's the trade-off? Well, Seattle offers breathtaking views and a vibrant culture, but at what cost? Can you really enjoy the beauty when your wallet is crying? The city has also inspired nearby towns to jack up their prices too, making even the suburbs unaffordable. So what do you get for this high price? An extremely large homeless population, traffic that raises your blood pressure, and neighbors that refuse to talk to you. Next up, we have San Diego at number 9, where paradise comes with a hefty price tag. With rents soaring 87% above the national average, you might think twice before splurging on that beach day. High gas prices and a plethora of fees, beach access fees, parking fees, make enjoying the sun feel like an expensive luxury. San Diego boasts beautiful beaches and perfect weather year-round, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's affordable. The real estate market here is brutal. Even cozy studio apartments are priced like luxury condos elsewhere. Did you know that San Diego has some of the highest gas prices in the country? It's as if the sunshine comes with a premium. And let's not forget about those hidden costs. Parking fees can add up quickly when you're trying to enjoy a day at the beach. The city might offer a laid-back vibe, but paying for everything in sight will keep you on your toes. So what do you get for this high price? Well, they do have low crime rates compared to other major cities. Their overall crime rate is actually 3% lower than the national average. But they also have a ton of homeless individuals and heavy crowds during tourist season. At number 8, we have Chicago, where the only thing blowing away faster than autumn leaves is your paycheck. Between sales tax that's nearly double digits and relentless property tax hikes, this place takes the idea of nickel and diming you to a whole new level. If you're into fees, Chicago's got you covered with what they call an amusement tax. Yes, Netflix costs more here because of it. Housing might seem less insane here than in coastal cities, but don't be fooled. Just when you think you've scored a decent rent deal, utility bills remind you of sub-zero winters and pricey heating costs. Car owners face some of the most creative parking fees. Good luck finding an affordable spot. What do you get for your money in Chicago? You get some crime. It's not the worst in the country. It's only 58% above the national average, and brutal traffic that can turn your commute into an all-day affair. Rent isn't terrible at 26% above national average, but once again, those pesky utilities and parking fees will make your wallet scream. Coming in at number 7 is Boston, home of Chowder and Red Sox fans. Here, rent prices rival those in New York City, an astonishing 88% above national average. and you'll be cramped in colonial-era buildings without central air for an arm and a leg. Boston makes sure to drain your bank account with high state income taxes and fees on just about everything imaginable. Even student housing has a price tag that'll make your head spin. Sure, you're near Harvard and MIT, but you'll need a full scholarship just to afford a place to live. The real estate market here is so inflated that fixer-uppers are going for millions. What do you get for your money? Serious winters that require hefty heating bills, overpopulation leading to crowded streets, and traffic that always seems to be at a standstill. Boston consistently ranks among the top 5 worst cities for traffic congestion in the United States. It's downright insane. Next on our list is Miami, where sunshine doesn't come cheap. Sure, there's no state income tax, but everything else will gouge your wallet. Rent prices are staggering. Even food prices seem designed for tourists who won't be around long enough to complain. So 4. Parking fees are sky high alongside insurance rates that make owning property feel like a gamble during hurricane season. Miami seems to believe that everyone moving there is a billionaire looking for beachfront property. Even modest homes are astronomically priced. If you want something in a decent neighborhood, get ready to shell out serious cash. Miami's cost of living can be brutal. Rent is about 55% above national average, while average home values hover around $581,000. However, many neighborhoods aren't great, so if you're looking for something decent, expect prices well over $800K. What do you get for all this money? Hurricanes and tropical storms are part of life here. Brutal living costs make it tough even for savvy residents trying to make ends meet. It doesn't show in rent as much as overall expenses. Living in Miami can feel like being stuck on an endless vacation, with no money left. At number 5 is the infamous New York City, the city that never sleeps because it can't afford to. Living here comes with city taxes that seem never-ending. Even if you could find a cheap slice of pizza, which is rare, you'll probably end up paying some ridiculous breathing tax or something equally absurd. Rent here is another beast entirely. Some apartments going for around $2,500 are about as big as the inside of a minivan. Not much of an exaggeration. Real estate prices are comically expensive. Co-ops and condos often go for millions without breaking a sweat. And let's not forget about everyday expenses. The cost of everything else has been fine-tuned down to the last penny you own. A night out could easily set you back at least $100. And don't even think about taking public transport without budgeting extra cash. So what do you get for all this money? Rats, overpopulation. It's not as bad as they want you to believe. And really good pizza. Crime isn't as alarming as portrayed. It's only 24% above national average. But rent here is still an eye-watering 97% above national average, while average home values sit around $757,000. Number 4 takes us to Honolulu, where tropical dreams meet harsh realities. Everything from groceries to electricity is astronomically priced thanks to high import costs. If you thought food was expensive on the mainland, wait until you see grocery markups here. Rent is equally brutal. Beachfront properties are only affordable to vacationers or tech investors, while locals juggle 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. Want to buy a home here? Better have at least $1 million handy, even for fixer-uppers. Property taxes may seem reasonable on paper, but paired with inflated living costs and tourist pricing everywhere, it becomes clear that paradise comes at an exorbitant price tag. What do you get here? Overcrowded beaches filled with tourists unless you're one of those locals who knows where all the secret spots are. And yes, there's homelessness too. Rent in Honolulu averages about 67% above national average, while home values hover around $791,000, a steep price for island living. At number 3 is Los Angeles. where millionaires struggle just as much as everyone else when it comes to paying rent. Between state income tax and parking fines that feel like highway robbery, living here feels like entering a financial black hole. Rent prices hit astronomical levels here, and that's if you can even find a place. The real estate market is bolstered by sky-high property taxes. Modest homes cost as much as owning lake houses elsewhere in America. And then there's commuting. The cost of owning a car can be brutal too. Gas prices rank among some of the highest nationwide, while traffic makes getting anywhere feel like torture. At least you got sunshine at those beaches, right? Well, not so much if finding parking turns into an all-day event. What do you get for all this money in Los Angeles? Legendary traffic jams that can turn commutes into nightmares. And homelessness seems rampant too, along with extra taxes most places don't have. Rent averages around 63% above national average, while home values sit at approximately $950,000. At number 2 is San Francisco, where living costs have reached legendary status, making it nearly impossible for average residents to stick around. Rents here have achieved legendary status, making even tiny apartments out of reach, unless you're cashing tech giant paychecks. Taxes are no laughing matter either, especially sales tax. It's brutal. If you're looking to buy property here, you better have CEO-level paychecks because median home prices soar, and by home, I mean something basic without any frills. What do residents get for all this money? Crime rates are concerning, especially regarding homelessness, plus dealing with tech bros who think they run everything even as though they're just obnoxious dudes making way too much money at age 30-something. Rent in San Francisco averages an astonishing 112% above national average, a staggering amount by any standard. And finally, the crown jewel of financial strain at number 1, drumroll please, is San Jose, California. This city could single-handedly fuel hundreds of thousands of cost-of-living complaints every single year, thanks largely due its proximity Silicon Valley nearby, which started jacking up prices years ago on everything from diet soda to avocado toast, and yes, even housing. The housing market climbed so fast it could probably make Kessel Run Records look slow. It's so expensive here it's forcing most residents either rent or commute hours just trying reach jobs somewhere around San Jose itself. In addition, hefty sales taxes added onto already high grocery bills dining out hits absurd pricing levels too. Moving out often feels cheaper than surviving off what one makes here. Yet somehow this city keeps filling up. It remains undisputed champion when financially draining its residents without any sign giving up crown anytime soon. So what do residents get for all this money? Homelessness rampant along streets plus traffic jams galore, not even close enough beach make worthwhile either. Rent sits a jaw-dropping figure around 135% above national average, while average home value hovers around a staggering figure near $1.4 million. So there you have it. The top 10 US cities where your money will disappear faster than light itself. Are any of these places truly worth financial strain involved living them? Or simply traps disguised dream locations? If you enjoyed the video and found it eye-opening, make sure hit like button and subscribe for more content navigating life's financial pitfalls ahead. And remember, wherever you choose to live, keep your budget tight.